On a cold, rainy night in the small town of Westhill, a piercing scream shattered the stillness. Neighbors rushed to the scene, only to witness a horrifying sight. Stephen Harper, a man regarded as a devoted husband, lay lifeless on the floor, his body riddled with over 50 stab wounds. Standing nearby, clutching the murder weapon with trembling hands, was his wife, Martha Harper, her face a mix of fear and despair. But this was no impulsive act of rage. Beneath this blood-soaked tragedy lay a deeper story of betrayal, pent-up pain, and a revenge plot fueled by anger and despair. Martha, 29, was once known as a kind and devoted woman. Her life took a dark turn when she discovered that her husband, Stephen, was having an affair with Clara, a young waitress at a nearby cafe. The betrayal didn't stop with lies. Stephen brazenly brought Clara into their home, flaunting the relationship in front of Martha, who was pregnant with their first child. The constant arguments and humiliation left Martha mentally and emotionally broken. In her darkest moments, Martha confided in her best friend, Alice, a woman struggling with postpartum depression after being abandoned by her husband during pregnancy. Sharing the pain of betrayal, the two women became each other's solace. But over time, their shared sorrow transformed into a burning resentment. It was Alice who planted the idea in Martha's mind. Stephen's death would be the only way to free herself and her unborn child from his torment. On the fateful night, Stephen returned home drunk after a date with Clara. He berated Martha, throwing cruel insults at her. Unable to contain her fury any longer, Martha grabbed a kitchen knife and lunged at him, stabbing him repeatedly. Alice, who was at the house that night, stood by her side, urging her on. "Do it. Don't let him destroy you any further." Together, the two women unleashed their pent-up rage, every stab an outlet for the pain they had endured. Martha's scream as she watched the blood pool around Stephen's body drew the attention of neighbors, who promptly called the police. When authorities arrived, they found Stephen's lifeless body and the two women sitting on the floor, trembling and covered in blood. The investigation quickly unraveled the truth. At the crime scene, police discovered a blood-stained handkerchief embroidered with the letter A for Alice, along with the kitchen knife used as the murder weapon. Martha confessed to the stabbing, but it was Alice who masterminded the plan for revenge. Forensic reports revealed Stephen had died from over 50 stab wounds, many of them fatal strikes to his heart and lungs, indicating the sheer intensity of their rage. When questioned by the police, Alice coldly stated,